Hello beautiful people, and welcome to the channel Life After Narc. My name's Debbie, and I talk about all things to do with narcissistic, abusive and toxic relationships, as well as looking at healing from them. And today I am going to be talking about healing, and this is looking at healing from the trauma caused by the narcissistic relationship. Before I start, if you enjoy the content of the video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends, family, anybody who you think may benefit. So if you have a look behind me, you should see some blue flowers, and they are bluebells. They happen to be my favorite flower. And today is my birthday. You probably won't see this until a few days later though. And I decided that I had to force myself to come out today because I haven't been out for a while due to problems with my leg. I had a broken leg earlier this year, and the ankle is still healing, but I just had to see the bluebells. And I do find that being out in the fresh air is healing for me, and hopefully it is for you as well. And I know not all of us have the chance to get out into the fresh air to heal, especially those of you who live in flats or in cities. If you do have a park close by, go and sit in a park if you can. Maybe you have a balcony that you can sit on. Or if you have a cemetery or graveyard near you. I know that sounds morbid, but they generally are very beautiful places, and you should be able to find somewhere quiet where you can sit down and just take in the air, the sunshine and the day. So I want to look at healing from trauma, because the narcissistic relationship is trauma. Everything is trauma within that relationship. You are constantly bombarded 24/7 with trauma from your narcissistic partner. Whether that is physical, verbal, emotional, spiritual, you are bombarded with that trauma. Now, I've been watching some global summits recently, one on healing, and currently I'm watching one on trauma. And one of the speakers, Dr. Gabor Mate, if you haven't seen him or heard of him, I'm going to put a link to his website down below in the description. I really suggest you go and have a look at this man's work. He has a new film out at the moment as well, and it is phenomenal. It's just amazing to see how he, over the years, has come to view trauma, and a lot of this we can take into our own lives, I feel. So trauma is not something that happens to the body. It's an experience that we have that creates chemical reactions in the brain. So you've been through an abusive relationship, you've been through constant abuse, daily abuse more than likely, and this abuse creates a traumatic response in the body, which happens in the brain. And this is a number of chemicals that are released from the brain into the body, creating feelings. Now, adrenaline, for example, if you have ever had to run away from something, or you've been terrified of something, the adrenaline courses through your body, and sometimes it can make you cry, and often it can make you shake. That's the residual adrenaline that's in the body. These chemicals have an effect on our physical well-being. So repeated trauma, repeated abuse creates problems within our physical beings. How many of you who've been through physical or emotional or, spiritual abuse have actually got health problems? Perhaps you didn't have them when you, sorry, my back's itching. Perhaps you didn't have them when you started the relationship. Perhaps you were perfectly healthy. Can you believe it? I was a yoga teacher. I was dead skinny. I used to run. I used to cycle. And within the relationship, over time, my confidence was eroded. I closed my yoga studio. I stopped running. That was after a miscarriage I had. And my whole body just went to, for want of a better word. I'm not going to use the S word. But my body suffered from the trauma, the abuse that I was going through. Three areas that we need to look at around trauma. Sorry, there's lots of bugs in the wood today. Three areas that we need to look at around trauma and around healing from our own trauma that we've been through. The first one is sleep. How many of you get enough sleep? I don't. I wake up frequently in the night. I only fall asleep late. I get up late in the morning. And this is not healthy. My body is dysregulated. And I need to regulate my body again. So I need to start practicing good sleeping habits. Now, one of those things may be to sort out your bedroom. Make sure the space where you sleep is a healthy, clean space. You may want to change your bed. If you had sexual relations with your partner in that bed, get rid of that bed, get a new bed. That bed's just going to remind you of all the things that happened previously. Redecorate your room. Put things in different places. Put up new artwork. Make sure your room is nice and dark at night, especially now we're coming into summer here in the Northern Hemisphere. Obviously, it stays lighter at night and it's lighter in the morning, earlier in the morning rather. So try and have some dark curtains up to help you sleep. Keep your phone and any electronic equipment out of your room. I know, easier said than done. I know. And I'm trying this and it's very hard to do. I'm attached to my phone. So creating a healthy sleep pattern will help. Then we need to look at exercise. This can be, as I mentioned, any form of exercise, whether it's running, walking, swimming, skipping, training in a gym, yogaing, Pilates, whatever form of exercise you prefer. For those of you who are ill, who have suffered illness from the narcissistic relationship, have a look at doing things like chair yoga or other therapeutic work you can do. I used to teach therapeutic yoga. And if you can find a wonderful teacher in your area who knows and understands these illnesses, and they hopefully should, they will be able to help you with this kind of work. A lot of yoga teachers do offer one-to-one sessions, so have a look into that if you don't want to practice with other people. And the third thing we need to look at is food and our relationship with food. Now, I don't know about you, but I love food, especially chocolate. And my relationship with food is a very bad one because I don't regulate what I eat. I do overeat. I know that. I am aware of that. And I am now trying to change that after today, because today I have chocolate cake. But we need to start looking at how we eat. Now, if, like me, when you started the relationship, you were fit and healthy, and then through the relationship to self-soothe, you've been eating food, you will have gained weight. That fear within the body, that adrenaline that's released, will cause you to hold on to certain things within the body. So be aware of that while you are on your healing journey and while you're eating. We all know what portion sizes are. We all know what healthy food is, and we all know what we should be eating and shouldn't be eating moving forwards. So have a look at those three areas, if you can do, to help you on your healing journey. Journaling as well. I know that some of us don't enjoy journaling, but what I would suggest is, if you don't like writing, use your phone or tablet or laptop, write in the writing applications that you have there. And when I journal, I have specific books that I use for my journaling, and I stick pictures in, inspirational quotes, gifts that people have given me, all sorts of things that I put into that journal that inspire me, because it's my journal and nobody else is going to read it ever. And you can do the same, even if you start off small. Even if you start off by saying, "Hi, my name is Debbie, and I have no clue what I'm going to write, but I know I need to write something." And go on and do what we call a brain dump, which is where you just go bleh. You basically throw up on the page, write everything that's in your mind. Just go with the flow. Everything that's bothering you. So if we can heal and start healing these three areas in our lives after the narcissistic relationship is over, it will lead to greater harmony, and you will start to heal at a much faster pace. Now, don't forget, we're not in a race, guys. It's not me against you and I'm trying to get well better than you or quicker than you. It's your journey taken at your pace, and you do what feels right for you. Remember, you are of the earth. You are carbon. And going out into nature is one of the best ways to clear the mind, best ways to meditate, because the earth is carbon. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you next time. Blessed be.